Yo, my G, what you saying?
My G.
What up, and greetings! So, wasn't too active lately. One of the reasons was that I was researching parts for my build in 2017. I actually started researching all the parts back in, sort of October-ish, but I didn't have all the money together because this was quite, out of my budget at that moment. And I've never built a PC in my life, so this should be kind of interesting. The last PC that I owned, like a desktop PC, was when I was like 16, 17 before it went. And then for a brief period I had a HP laptop, but I haven't been using Windows OS for the last 6 or 7 years. So this should be interesting. I had a friend coming today to help me out with the build, and I wanted to put the whole thing together today. But unfortunately he had to work. That's what I'm gonna today only test my computer, go over the parts and test it outside the case if everything works. And if I don't need to send anything back, because things happen, faulty parts arrive, and yeah, I don't want him to be coming and be like, hey man, we can't actually finish the build. So we'll see today. We're just gonna go over what I bought for it. I'm gonna try it outside the case and hopefully everything's gonna work out, so stay tuned. Alright, so let's go over the parts, shall we? So the processor is a Core i7 6700K or 6700K. It's unlocked processor. I don't really understand much about overclocking. I'm sure that I'll be able to figure that out once I actually put it together, but I want to have that ability for the future. And I know everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, did you miss the Ryzen just came out? Listen. If Ryzen's actually performed that well in the real world for less price than Intel's, I'm gonna be so happy, because the competition is always good. And I might use an AMD processor in my next build. Who knows? This isn't the last computer that I'm ever building. Don't freak out. Don't freak out, peoples. Okay? Okay. My motherboard is a Z170 Pro Gaming Aura. I don't really care about the LEDs. What I care about is this heatsink and the parts that are sort of silvery metal, gunmetal color here. On most motherboards they're red, and I really don't want any red in my build because I think that it looks kind of tacky, kind of, hey, notice me, kind of a thing. And it's, for some people, it's their thing, and I don't judge. Okay, you do your red builds, but I don't want any red in my build because I don't find it too appealing. I don't like red cars. That's it. I don't really like red builds. And yeah, as graphics card, I've chosen the GeForce 1070 for the win! For the win. Okay, so why did I decide to go with this? Because it's £200 less than the 1080 for once. I don't necessarily need top of the line, because mainly I want to play Hearthstone with expanding to other games eventually, but for Hearthstone I probably need something even weaker than this. I know that there were some problems with EVGA cards overheating. This one already has the thermal pads attached. It has the BIOS update. It was like 1 out of 1,000 cards that was affected by this issue anyway. So I have full faith that this is going to work, no problems, and if not, then EVGA has really good customer support. I can send it back. I really like the way that it looks, I really like the way that it performs, and it was recommended to me by people that I trust, so that's why I went with this. Our CPU cooler is a NH-U12S from Noctua, which has its signature beige and poop color. One of the smallest ones, maybe if not the smallest cooler that they make. It's only one fan and one sort of heat pipe. Is it called a heat pipe? Maybe not. But yeah, compared to their other coolers that tend to be just crazy massive, this one is the smallest one, and it might not allow me to overclock. Again, it was only £50 and I can upgrade it to water cooling eventually in the future, if I so desire. As storage, I've chosen a basic one. I'm gonna upgrade and buy another hard drive next month because I really didn't have extra money to spare before I'm building it, so I just went with a 850 EVO. Also got a decent deal on it, so we're gonna install our OS and a couple of most played games plus OBS or whatever we need on the SSD, and the rest of the stuff will go on the HDD once we get it. I've included it here. It's not really a necessary part for the computer, but also a very nice deal on this. I got it for like £47, really nice price. Keyboard, to be able to set it up. I didn't actually have a keyboard, I needed to buy one, so I bought one for like 10 quid in Harry's, or was it Maitland? You know, it's for £10, come on, listen, yeah, people pay £150 for a keyboard and they're not that much greater apart from the RGB LEDs. But the only thing that I've noticed that doesn't work is the light for the numlock. Apart from that, I mean sticky keys, but it's most annoying in the arrows. The arrows are really stiff compared to the WASD keys. But listen, yeah, for £10, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Got some thermal paste. I didn't actually probably need this because there's thermal paste included in the Noctua cooler, so I could have saved myself a couple of quid. But I got it in a pack with like a cleaner and a purifier, also pretty cheap, you know, and that's good if I mess up with the thermal paste on first try. Anti-static wristband, which is actually probably not necessary. A lot of people that build a lot of PCs tell me that, you know, just forget it. Don't worry about mod mats or don't worry about the anti-static wristband, just tap the case every now and then. But with how my memory works, I would forget to tap the case and then I would zap something. And I don't want to do that. And of course we've got screwdriver and some ties. As a power supply, I've chosen the EVGA Supernova 750. EVGA makes great power supplies, fully modular, so no necessary cables. And it's gold rated, so, you know, energy efficiency. I've got Windows on this beautiful pink USB. Again, I bought a license on eBay. We shall see if it works. Hopefully it will work. My other option was to either use this website that seemed kind of dodgier than eBay or to buy a license for £100. I'm not really doing that. No, nope. And we're gonna put it all into this case, which is... can't even fit it in the shot. Alright, so it's a Corsair 750D. Again, it was recommended from all sides from people that I trust. When it comes to building computers, when it comes to streaming, there's a lot of room for you to tinker with. I don't want any cramped space, if possible, in my build. And yeah, so far I really like this case. I haven't built this stuff into it yet, yeah, so we shall see if it's actually gonna work out, but it seemed like it has all the necessary stuff that I need and more. Is that all? I think that is all. I don't think I forgot anything that we need. So let's set up and let's start plugging this stuff in and see if it all works. Boom. Alright, so of course I forgot something. I forgot this RAM that we have. So it's just 16 gig of LPX Vengeance RAM. Nothing fancy. They just had it available near me for the same price as online, so that's what I'm going for. See, that's how you can tell that I'm building a PC for the first time, because I forgot that I need to include RAM. Okay, let's do this then. Go to our workspace and start preparing this stuff. Also, you want to strap yourself with an anti-static wristband before you start your build. So we're gonna start with taking this out of the box. This box as a base. So this is the motherboard. Now the first thing that we can do is to install the processor. Right, so it's A1, A2, B1, B2. You want to do A1, B1, A2, B2 with according RAM sticks, so that's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna install the stock cooler, I mean the Noctua cooler after. I know that a lot of people do it before, but I think I can get away with it, hopefully doing it after. So I think I've finally figured it out how to do it, so let's continue with my bit of so coffee filter is good for cleaning because it leaves no residue. We just want to clean our CPU and our surface of the fan over here. As you can't really see, but if you could see, there's already some finger marks on both because of my oily fingers. So we're just gonna put a drop here and clean it up. So there is very tiny sort of lines in here just to make the surface a bit rugged, I guess. Not rugged. Well, to make the thermal paste attach better. So I've taken the fan off. I was actually afraid it's going to be complicated. It was super easy. Noctua, your installation is on point. And now, oh my god, so much discussion about how you do this, but okay. So an uncooked grain of rice. I think that's enough. Ooh, that's probably more than enough. Man, they said it's gonna plug in easy. They said, it's in. Okay, so that's our fan installed. So we've got a very little to do now. I wanna actually test it without putting in the graphics card into the PCIe slot. I think that's what it's called. So we're not gonna put it there just yet. So we're gonna test it first. Plug everything in and test it first without the graphics card. I want to try it without the graphics card just because if something is wrong with the motherboard before I install the graphics card, I will know about it, and I know that I can eliminate the graphics card from the equation for now. No? Power supply. Ah! I can see RGBs. I need to take a look at the manual because there's too many pins in there. So the third and fourth from the top. Ha! I heard something. I heard something. What? Oh, fuck, it works. Oh my god. Fans are spinning. BIOS is loading. Yeah, I mean, it says new CPU installed. Please enter setup to figure total memory. USB devices 0. Ha! Okay, so now, what do? Oh yeah, I press it again to restart. I think. Switch it off. Now what we do is we switch this off. We installed the graphics card, and then we do it one more time from the graphics card rather than from the motherboard. I think I only need one, right? No? We need a second? Oh. Let's try it. Ah, and if everything is done properly, we should still have light. Please power down and connect the PCIe power cables for the graphic card. Okay. So we need to connect PCIe slots. He even knows what we did wrong. Well, because it's got like latches here that doesn't seem to be going in. So maybe I just need to take it out, put it together first, and then stick it in like this. Yeah. And that's the trick. That's the trick. Yeah. Ah. Please work. BIOS. Yes. All right. So, yeah, it seems like we've actually managed to do it. So yeah, you need both of the power cables in. I don't know why some graphics card would have one, some would have two, but that was my bad. I was just sticking in them properly. The fan stopped, but that's normal. That's meant to happen. We only got one fan right now, which is the CPU fan that's spinning. That's the core clocks. No external fans connected yet. Everything makes sense. Everything is on, and that means let's get a close-up. It's not too pretty. I might change this CPU fan with the industrial version that is black, but I really like the silence of these. And we got BIOS. And that means, ladies and gentlemen, that part 1 of our build is complete. I can't wait until Tuesday until I set it up properly in the case and install Windows. Hopefully that won't be a problem as well. But so far, so good. All the parts work. Great. I'll see you next time. Please hit a like on this video and comment any questions that you would want to know. I'm a noob like you. I never did this before, so if I can do it, then you can do it. Took me 2 to 3 hours to do, but managed. On deck. See you later.